Hi guys, welcome to your Astro Reels. We're going to be taking a look at the Aquarius energy. As you know, you don't have to have any significant Aquarian placements in your natal chart or be watching this video at the time that it's being published for the messages to be for you. If they resonate, then chances are they're for you. And if they don't, I would invite you to take a step back and come back at a later time and see whether you're able to recognize the messages at that time. I usually find that the messages that I bring through tend to catch up with me in the physical sense, maybe about 6 readings later. I mean, to really be fully physical, although of course, as you know, we can sense them well before. But anyway, everyone's different, so just make sure to keep an eye on what's happening in past readings. Also, if you'd like to work more personally with me, you know exactly where to find me. You can click the Etsy link on this page where you're accessing this video. And remember that I'm running a store-wide 20% off sale until the end of December. All right, so let's jump right in. Oh, and I do accept payment plans, which is fun. All right, so Aquarius, let's see. Let me put on my glasses because I'm standing really high up here. Yeah, it looks like, Aquarius, if this message is for you, it looks like you're on the tail end of learning some type of information. I'm getting some type of novice work. So maybe there is something that you are a novice at, or you were a novice at, something that is new to you. You maybe are not so well schooled in it or aware of things. I see a lot of jumping to conclusions in the dark, though, so to speak. So what that means to me is it could be like you having had certain expectations about something, and all the while that you were not very well versed in whatever this they're saying substitute was, whatever this subject was, this substitute was. It could be a relationship, it could be something work related, it could be family related, right? It depends on you, and that's the realm of a personal reading. But whatever it is, this making conclusions in the dark, again, could refer to you having made conclusions about what was going on or what you were going to expect or whatnot during the time when you didn't really know much. It could also be about after the fact, where you, which could be now, or if this plays out later, where you are making conclusions about yourself or about other people involved or about the energy or the subject matter altogether that are based on your pain and unprocessed grief, which is why we call it the quote-unquote dark, right? So it could be also about you making conclusions about something before actually sitting down to do any significant research or delving into a topic. So really, you could let that apply to you in whatever way, shape, and form it does apply to you. I'm getting the image of a runaway bus, so to speak. So it looks like a school bus, right? A runaway school bus. But so some of you may be taking things to the extremes if you're like me, and especially if I start delving into shadow work. I'm like jumping dimensions just to get to the bottom of what this is. And you know, sometimes that's helpful, but also sometimes it's good to also know where to get more bang for your buck. So for example, if your primary concern in that moment, in a triage kind of way, is to stop the pain, you should delve into more the guides are saying angelic assistance, because they could be very, very helpful in stopping that pain, stopping that flow, that runaway flow of, you know, the pain that you feel where it's like, I can't even get out of bed, the aching, that's what it is. So always you can call on them to really assist. I do that all the time. They're very, very, very good with working with emotional pain. Also to soothe and to smooth out your energies, to give you a firm footing upon which to then get into your inquiry. So that's why I said triage. Sometimes we're trying to get to the problem, but we're trying to go the mental route, where first we need to go the emotional route, and then allow that to lead us, or allow us ourselves to be led by those things into the next place, which may need to be a physical release, or it could be an intellectual release, or they might have you not think about it at all and you bump into someone who gives you perspective. 4 minutes 44 seconds, right? So it really depends on who you are. They're asking me to I just saw this card wanted to come out, but they're showing me this deck, Everyday Witch Tarot. Love it. And Yeah, some of you may be feeling a little bit raw is what I'm getting. Oh, and they were saying that you're doing a lot of cleanup right now. This makes a lot of sense because, as you know, we're just coming through the December 12th portal. And as you know, when I'm doing work in the energy field, it's very easy to see these portals and your energetic fields in engaging with these portals. So we know that something's going on, right? But that being said, as I'm seeing how some of you are right now, I'm seeing a lot of sweeping. The question is, or it depends on who you are. Some of you are sweeping to allow something new in, some like, oh, I'm preparing for company, new energies. Or some of you are sweeping because you're still trying to get all the shrapnel out of whatever it is that has just broken apart. And then of course new energies will still come in once you like get your house in order. But what I'd like to look at right now is for some of you, if you're like still sweeping but there's a little bit of a shell shock still going on where you're sweeping but you're sweeping 5 minutes 55 seconds in the same area. Imagine being a little shell shocked, so you're still sweeping the same area and it's kind of like, let's move on, let's change the energy, let's do something new, right? Look at here, we have the 8 of Pentacles. As if there's ever a shortage of suggestions of like, I'm going to focus on my career now, right? So, whatever it is that you're coming out of, whether for some of you, you may have had a death in the family, and my condolences to you, that's coming through for somebody here. For some of you, and this is a lot of death energies in general, of course, referring to something that may have just fallen, that may have, they're saying, I wanted to hear the word reduced, but I'm hearing deduced. So there's a mixture there of the energy of reduction, something reducing down. Could be your believability in something. It could be your daydreams and fantasies about something moving, reducing and becoming more into the realm of sobriety, right? But also there's the play of deduction, where there's that making conclusions, right? So there's this idea of moving into a more sober space of clarity and coming through that with more conclusions and riding that wave to sobriety upon the back of conclusions. We can call those breakthroughs in that moment, right? But we see here either way that now is the time to kind of alchemize what's being done. And I just see that I just want to push you there. Energetically, some of you may have felt a little bit of a push if that's for you. But the push I'm seeing is like, you know how you have these cute little dough balls? Cute. You're kneading your dough and stuff. And when you try to move it cutely, of course, sometimes it like stretches because you have to put a little more flour to kind of even to kind of give it a little dusting, and then it can move more easily without stretching. Well, I'm seeing I'm moving you into the alchemization. For those of you who are stuck sweeping, you're cleaning up, you're in the same motion, though you're not actually moving. So this is showing me a little bit of shock, right? So I'm moving you to get more active and focus on something. It's like just put your focus to something. Could be career, it could be building something. For somebody it's house related, whatever this is. Maybe somebody has a leak in their house is what I'm getting here. That would be something to kind of put your mind to, even if it's something as small as I just need to call the plumber, I need to call this person to come out and fix it. They're saying one step at a time. For some of you, they are acknowledging that you may not have the money right now to do what it is that you need to do, but they're saying if it's mission related in particular, like if courses or learning or getting your videos out or just whatever it is, or just maybe other things that maybe this also applies to, they're saying that you're going to be just fine and you're going to have the right resources when it's the right time. If you don't have the resources, it's not the right time, because especially if you're doing mission related stuff for source or for God or whoever it is that you would like to call there, just trust that this isn't one of those where you work for the company and they're not going to pay you to, do the whatever is within the scope of employment. No, if it's not, the money's not coming through, it's not yet time for that situation to be done. So if you're worrying about that, like, oh, I need to book the venue, I needed to get these crystals, I needed to do this Reiki course, if you don't have the money and the resources at this moment, then just trust that it's not yet time. Okay. What else? And I just saw you guys on roller skates, so it's kind of cute because they're showing me you like a cute little doll, kind of like my guy over here. You guys know I love this guy. Boop, like lifting him up, and they're like putting on 2 roller skates on you, and pushing you a little bit. So some of you need a little bit of a push right now, okay? And so that's why they're saying, hey, we got you. We can put some roller skates on you and send you into oblivion, is what they're saying. What is this? I think that your steps are very, very ordered right now. Whoever you are right now, especially if you are grappling with something that has ended and you're struggling to really release what that is. Oh, I just looked up and I see, is that a ladybug? That's a good sign. Let me go double check. It's a scorpion. Oh no, yeah, okay, lucky. It's not a scorpion. it's a ladybug outside. So that's a great sign, right? 10 minutes of 12 seconds. Noticeably missing is the 11. So what they're saying here is that with that ladybug and showing me that the 11 is missing on the time of this video that I'm doing right now, is the 11 is missing. You're missing the evidence, you're missing the belief, you're missing the feeling, you're missing the awareness, you're missing the cognition. Whatever it is that is usually your personal sacred sign that pushes you, like whether it's like, oh, I feel that pit in my stomach, like I know God's with me, or oh, I'm getting evidence of the work I'm doing, I know God's with me, I know I'm on the right path. Whatever it is that you usually get at this moment that would give you the confidence to keep going, to give you that, you know, that little that wind up in your back to really push you, is noticeably missing. I just looked up, it's 11 minutes now on here, so there's the 11. So they're saying if you're one of those people where you're not getting those signs, you're just like feeling you're out in the dark, like things have fallen, towers have crashed coming out of the season that we were just in, Scorpio season. We're in Sagittarius season right now. Aren't things supposed to be looking up? If you're in that kind of mode, they're saying take this video as a sign, okay? But as I said, your steps are ordered right now, where if you are one of those people like I just described, who's really struggling to really right yourself and find your bandwidth and to have your wherewithal, then please know that that's because you have to be focusing on a task right now, and they're giving you the task, whatever it is. Some of you already know what it is. I'm seeing it like a badge that you're wearing on your shirt right now. You know what it is, and just take it one step at a time. And either way, you're going to be fine, but your steps are ordered. So in other words, you may think, oh, I don't know what to do, or I just literally see your feet being animated for you. Okay, we saw that with the roller skates and stuff. Just think about it, you're already on the path. And part of that is because some of you are itching to go back to wherever you just left. If you just left a relationship, there you could be like, oh, well, is this person thinking about me? Did I mean anything? Things like that. If it's about a job, you may be still entertaining ideas of how you can stay on the team, but actually the writing's on the wall, it's time to go. If it's a family situation, and whoa, Nelly, are we heading into another family situation? We just got out of Thanksgiving. Get ready, round 2, ding, ding, ding. But if it's a family situation and you just realize like, oh my God, this clan just is not for me, no matter how much I try, for example. Or I'm seeing somebody saying, oh, I just cannot get behind the new marriage of my cousin and his new wife or something. Whatever this is, this new union, whatever it is that's kind of like repelling you, Spirit is saying, yeah, you may be trying to like force yourself to like it, or you just don't. Just keep it going. And they understand it's hard, especially with a lot of cleanup work right now, especially with a lot of broken dreams is what it feels like here in the 3D, right? To us, it's just straight up pain, and broken deals is coming through for some of you. Maybe contracts, unions you thought would happen, they happened, but they didn't happen in the way you thought. Whatever this is, we're seeing here though that it is time to take control. They're going to, I keep saying the word successful. Successful showed up earlier here too, somewhere, was it? I don't know. In my mind, I don't know, I saw it before. So they're saying successful. Whatever's going on right now, whatever path you're on is a path of success. I'm getting 6 of Swords energy, moving into something better and brighter is being shown here with the Ace of Fire. This is beautiful, and an exciting new opportunity, career advancement. There's the career knot again. Change your life now. We have the 8 of Pentacles, work, career, focus. We have 2 Pentacles cards being here, grounded. We have the Ace of Fire, like a really great fire card, just whoosh, you know, being the hot wind at your back, so to speak. It's just time to fly, they're saying. 7 of Fire, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. What I'm seeing here with this in particular is that they're saying to stay the course. So stay on the path. As I say that, I said that, I just got a little winded and I could barely finish the sentence. You didn't feel it, but I felt it's like this. Like my energy was flagging. And they understand that you're like just making it to the finish line right now. Just keep going, wherever that is going. 9 of air. Look at the 9 of swords. See? Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecy, sleepless nights. Make sure that you keep yourself as positive as possible. Stay in balance and just keep going. All right. Love you guys.